All right, so stay tuned. It's going to be Steve Chaplin versus Truman. This should be a good match. These are, again, both strong players. And this is a race to 4. This is a one-loss side match. All right, Truman is cleaning off the cue ball here. Okay, for those of you just joining us, we are getting ready for another match in this first Sunday at Hard Times tournament, 9-ball tournament. And this streaming table is now going to be featuring Steve Chaplin, which is the owner, creator, entrepreneur of Virtual Pool 4. You need to check that out. Fantastic game. It's been in circulation for many years, but recently upgraded. Just recently re-released. Fantastic game. You can see Daniel Busch and the BBQ both have avatars in this game, along with some other very well-known players. Not that we're not well-known, but a little humor here and there. And there you have it. Your score will be updated as soon as Mr. Daniel Busch gets back and figures out where it went. We're going to be here for quite some time streaming yet this evening. This was a 60-player field. This is called the Devil Table, incidentally, here at Hard Times. It has very tight pockets. And it has been Dominguezized, as we like to say. Oscar and Ernesto Dominguez are the ones that maintain these tables here at Hard Times. And Table 1 is the most difficult table at this venue and is the streaming table and has taken down many a pro here. There's not too many times you will ever see a break and run on this table. I do believe Bo Runnigan in the last match, however, managed to do that very thing. Good starting break here by Truman. A shot on the one. This will be a race to 4 on the one-loss side. Nice little bump on the 7 there to get shape on that too. He's got a pretty open rack here. He should be out as long as he stays down and smoothly strokes these shots, because this table will not take it if you try to power in these balls. He's stroking pretty good here. I think he was very upset about having lost his last match and being on this in the loser, the one-loss side here now. He looks pretty darn determined. This was not good, though, I don't believe on. Well, he really did not want to run into that 8. Somebody in the chat room wanted to know where Bo Runnigan was from. I had said the Midwest. I was correct. I just wasn't quite sure where. And our moderator, Bacon, has explained to us that he's from Minnesota, so that's great. And Mr. Daniel Busch, POVPOOL himself, did you win? Daniel won, and I'm so glad he's back. So now I can find the scoreboard again and get it back up for you. So. Okay, I'm going to get him to do that, though, before he... No, he's not considered quite a pro. Hold on, folks. I'll be right back. All right, folks, sorry about that. Daniel's going to be right back. He's going to fix the scoreboard for you, get this all running again. Actually, I think he might have already done that. There we go. He found the missing screens for me. And that was an attempted safety by Steve Chaplin, but didn't quite make it there. Truman comes and does have an opportunity here. So I'm going to turn you over here to Daniel. Dan the man, Demolition Man, Dan. Mr. POVPOOL.
All right, thanks a lot, BBQ. We're back here, and it looks like a score of 1-0, Steve Chaplin and Truman. Hold on a second, guys. So looks like 1-0 here already. First game down. Steve's way. How's everybody doing? See some new people in the chat room I haven't seen before. Welcome to everybody. And I want to thank Bacon for moderating for me all day. And looks like Truman just kind of took a poke at that. Okay. Truman's kicking at the 2-ball down at the end of the table. You want to jump in? Yeah, sure. Oh, wow. Zeke Morrison's going to jump into the commentator's booth with me. And pretty strong arm player Zeke is. I don't think I've had the pleasure of actually matching up with you in one of these yet. So if you can put that on as comfortably as you can. That's not the most... No, this is right here. And that's not the most... Uh-oh. I'm off air as well. Stand by. Nope, it might be me. Wow, lucky. I guess we're back up. I don't know what happened. It's the first time we dropped the stream all day. Anyway, I'm sitting here with Zeke Morrison from Sandog.
Sandog? Is what you call
Yeah, San Diego.
I was born and raised there, so I think that's a unique name.
Actually, now your volume's up.
Aha! You didn't hear all that bad stuff I was saying.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So who'd you match up with today?
You know, I don't even remember who I lost to. The only notable name was Bernardo. Can you hear me? Am I not?
Yeah. I'm just making sure it's go.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, the only person that I remember for sure was Bernardo. And I didn't like losing, but that's the way it goes.
Yeah, he's a strong player.
But in this tournament, just about anybody you match up with is going to be strong anyways, so... The balls don't change according to who you're playing. haven't seen much of this tall fellow.
Steve Chaplin.
Steve Chaplin. Okay.
He's been hiding out actually the last few months. Bacon asking what the payouts are for this event. You know, it's a good question. I should actually ask. I'm going to send Marie a text.
I believe first is like $535.
First place being $535 today.
So.
And I'm going to get a report on the rest of the payouts today. So, Steve Chaplin is he's a good player. He's a strong player, but he hasn't been playing in the last 3 months. So, if you're looking for action right now, get him now.
Yeah.
He likes to
gamble a little bit,
get a little action.
Huh. Yeah.
Actually, I'd like to see you guys do a game together. I think it'd be a good game.
In December, I'm going to be coming up here often and have some money in my pocket, so I'm going to try to match up with some people in December. But
good. You still coming up on your motorcycle and stuff?
Oh yeah. Actually, I carpooled with a friend today, who's playing one pocket right now. Truman. This is Truman, right?
Yes, this is Truman Shaw.
I had to play him in the BCA Nationals in 2010. I don't know, it was like 4th or 5th match in on the winner's side in the 8-ball event. And we had an amazing match on the final game, Hill, which I lost. But it was still an amazing match.
Well, Steve, you notice how tall he is there. He's 6'7" tall, and he has a 62-inch cue.
I have a 64.25-inch cue. I got him beat.
Really?
Yes, I do. But it's rare to find someone else with that long of a cue. I think most tall people don't really think about it, but they should. I mean, if you're a golfer, you get custom clubs made for golfing that are not just, angles and degrees the same. They have lengths of shafts and whatnot. Pool stick shouldn't be any different.
Well, I actually, I was talking on the stream earlier. I tried using his cue. He lent it to me during a tournament because I was using a Jacoby that I wasn't used to, missing balls and just not getting the right. Action. And although, he uses a thin shaft.
Right.
Like I do, like a 11.5 millimeter.
Wow.
But I couldn't get used to the length, man. There was something about the distribution of weight that was not helping me at all.
Well, I've had my stick since 1999.
Yeah.
And I pretty much designed everything on it, the diameter, the length, everything. Had a cue maker that was willing to make it my way.
Yeah.
And I've had it rebuilt twice since then.
No kidding.
It failed at different joints and stuff like that.
I'm so used to my Jerry Olivier cue. I've been using it for 7 years, man, and I don't think I can switch cues. I mean, I have Barbara's got a really good Jacoby that I use once in a while, but I don't even like that cue very much because I'm just so used to my Olivier.
Well, I'm a firm believer that once you find a piece of wood that hits the way you like, don't change. That's your muscle memory. When I do lessons, I tell the people that I do lessons to find a stick they like and stick with it. Don't change shafts if you like it.
Yeah, Steve hit that last shot real nice. Oh, no.
No.
Did I just jinx him?
I don't think so.
Well, Zeke, is there any way I can step away? They just called me for a match with Chris
is that
P.
You?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I got to play on table 9.
I don't know how much I'll be talking, but I'll try to do some talking. I mean, I'm not completely camera shy, but...
Yes. Barbara, do you want to join Zeke?
Yeah.
Okay.
Very cool.
Barbara will come join you in a few minutes.
Awesome. Very cool.
Okay.
I couldn't get to play, but I got to come in.
Zeke, thanks for coming in, man.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll do it again.
Yeah.
Am I in your way? Or
all right, guys, wish me luck. I'm out of here. I'm going to go play my next match.
Let me stand up and move out of his way for a second. Good luck on your match. Very cool. Don't press the red button. By the way, I'm Zeke. I don't know if we formally met yet, but I'm sure we have a couple times maybe. Uh-oh. Well, I apologize for that.
Shot well.
It is pool, though.
That's right, it is pool. This is the BBQ here with Zeke, who did take me out of this tournament a couple of weeks ago or so. One of the tournaments that was here. I do remember playing him because I very rarely got to the table. Very good player. And thanks so much for joining us in the booth.
Yeah, well, I appreciate it. This is kind of fun. It's the first time I've been in here.
Oh,
I've been wanting to jump in.
It is a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, I've been wanting to jump in. I just haven't really had the opportunity yet. But
well, you do now. You know, we always welcome people. We like to be able to find people that can come in and help commentate because it's very rough doing an all-day tournament like this, especially with the size of this one today.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah,
well, I think in the future I might, if you guys are willing, I might do it. It kind of keeps me in the game as well. Even if I'm still in the tournament, it'd be nice to kind of keep my brain on the pool instead of
absolutely.
wandering around looking for something to do.
Well, you're certainly welcome to come in and help out anytime. We could sure use it.
Yeah.
Okay, somebody was asking, is the stream choppy? It doesn't appear to be so on our end here, but
oops, just like it just went off air.
It sure did. Hold on. All right, I'm gonna go chase up Daniel.
All right.
And I don't know if they can't hear us probably. Let me see.
Live, not recording. Live and recording. Ta-da.
All right, folks, I hope you can... sorry for that. The Ustream connection, the internet connection just bowed out for a minute for...
Darn internet.
Yeah, well, that does technical stuff does happen. I tell you.
Barb, it looks like my ride is ready to go, so I've got to go.
Okay, so Zeke was here, and he's gone.
Next
and
time you'll hear from me again.
But next time, yes, thank you very much.
Have a good night.
You too. Take care and have a rest of the Memorial or Labor Day weekend. Okay, there you go. Bye to Zeke. We'll see him again soon, I'm sure. All right, I think we're back up. I'm sorry for that. We had a little internet connection went down for a second, but I managed to get it back up without having to interrupt Daniel in his match, which is kind of a miracle. Hello to Brian Katie out here in the in the chat room. I see has said hello. I hope the stream's up and running properly now. Did get the internet connection reestablished, so hopefully we're good to go. Let me know, all of you in the chat room, keep me updated if anything's not looking right. All right, Truman has left an open rack here for Steve Chaplin. Steve, by the way, is 6'7", which is kind of a big wow, if you know what I mean. All right, it looks like we're back again. I don't know what's going on with this internet connection here. Yeah, Bacon and my moderator here says, was that the commentator curse? Yep, certainly was. Yes, we are definitely afflicted with the commentator's curse frequently here. The POVPOOL booth, streaming booth. Maybe I need some more hot streaming coffee. Steve has a really nice stroke, you know, and he's also, I've watched him play quite a bit, and you know, his cue ball control is also extremely good. Beautiful shot on that 8. All right, Steve Chaplain takes it down for a 2-1 lead over Truman in a race to 4. This is a one-loss side match at the first Sunday Hard Times Billiards Tournament, Bellflower, California. Thanks everybody for joining us today. I know that there's been quite a bit of pool action on streaming today. Upstate Al has been streaming all day. I don't know if he's still streaming. You should definitely check that stream out. A lot of good action. I don't know who all is left in this tournament currently. Daniel is playing down on table 9 against, I believe that guy's name is Chris. He was on the streaming table earlier today. Very good players, both of them. Somebody wanted to know who knocked me out. Well, my first match was with Foch Garcia, and I actually had an opportunity to win that match. And I got sharked on an 8-ball shot, and I leaped up on my shot, which cost me that rack. So I could have easily gone hill. And then there was another guy I played. I can't remember his name. I actually should have had that match too, but you know, my back is out. I've got a brace on right now, so I'm kind of got a little bit of an excuse there, and I really wouldn't have lasted anyway. So I donated today to the prize fund for the players, and happy to do so. Hopefully, maybe Daniel can win my entry fee back for me. And again, I'm not sure how many players are left. When Daniel gets done with his match, I'll have him go check out the tournament board for us and get an update. Maybe he can even get the brackets loaded back up again. There were 60 players today total in this tournament. Quite a turnout for this first Sunday. There were 3 pros in this event. All 3 are knocked out or have been knocked out. So we're going to have the players that are not at pro level. Somebody's going to win this today. $600 additional prize money into the prize fund by Hard Times Billiards here, put into the mix. Truman at the table trying to take this down. He would at least like to tie this match up. Give Steve Chaplain here a run for his money. For those of you that don't know, Steve Chaplain is the owner, creator, operator. Virtual Pool 4, the ultimate in the graphics realistic pool match game with has totally been revamped, has many new options. and has just been re-released. Okay, Truman did not get to where he wanted to be with this 4. He ran in up next to that 7 and is now going to have to kick at this 4. He snookered himself and is not happy about it. Somebody would like the link to Virtual Pool 4, but I actually don't know what it is. Daniel does. Maybe Bacon can do that for me if he knows what that link is. The company is called Celeris, Celeris. And I'm not sure whether maybe Daniel has the link here available. Let me go check the screens here. Maybe I can get it up for you. Let me take a look. Well, I see the interview here, but I do not see an actual link for it. I'll have him try to get that updated for all of you so that you can know where to go. And I also want to remind everybody, I always forget about this, POVPOOL has POVPOOL merchandise available. And it's really good stuff. Oh, thank you, Bacon, very much. There's the link. You go to www. You can actually go to the POVPOOL.com website, and they have a link. Daniel has a link on there for the Virtual Pool 4. So there you have it. Thank you so much, Bacon. As always, you are awesome. Now back to the POVPOOL merchandise. If you go to the website, POVPOOL.com, there are hats and shirts and mugs and hot streaming coffee containers for your hot streaming coffee, sweatshirts, hoodies of every kind of variety, bags, all kinds of goodies. And they're really very good quality. We've ordered a couple already. They're awesome, and they come very quickly, I might add. So far we're pretty pleased with that whole line. So if you would like to get POV Poolicized, log in. Or not, I'm sorry, not log on. Just go to POVPOOL.com. Check it out. Pretty darn good shot on that, trying to get down here. Oh. All right, I apologize to all of you out there. Again, the connection went down. I really have no idea technically, and I don't really have, well, I mean, I could debug this technically, but there's a chance I would have to take everything down for a period of time. I'm going to wait for Daniel and see what he says, since he is the more of the technical guru in terms of this streaming. I don't want to make it any worse than it is, so I think I'll just keep bringing it back online. It doesn't seem to be having any trouble to come back on the air, but it is coming up with an off-air message occasionally. In the meantime, Steve has missed his opportunity here. Yes, Bacon, my moderator is saying I might need to reboot, and that's certainly true, but again, I'm going to leave that for Daniel in so much that he knows how to bring all of this stuff up way faster than I do, and I don't want to leave everybody hanging. So we'll wait till the Danster gets done. I see him breaking down there on table 9, so apparently he's doing fairly well in his match. He is on the 1-loss bracket. Okay, the only thing that happened on that shot, and Truman is shaking his head, is that he leapt up on it, you know. He did the old shoot and leap at the same time. This table does not allow you errors. If you don't stay on the down on the ball, if you don't stroke smoothly through your shot, it will kill you on this table. Brings that cue ball back around nicely for this 9. All right, and another one down for Steve. That will make this, put him on the hill, actually. 3-1 against Truman. Just so all of you know, I'm not going to update the scoreboard and put that up there right now because I'm having some technical issues, and I'm going to wait for Daniel to come back. And we may have to reboot to let everybody know. That may happen in the near future here, to hopefully help with this connection trouble that we've had going on. So hang in there with us. We'll continue to bring coverage. And you are watching POVPOOL, streaming this first Sunday at Hard Times here in Bellflower, California. All right, Steve is really buried behind this 4 and 7 here. Wow. Out will come the jump stick, the jump cue. This is a get out of jail cue, so to speak. I would love to have Steve's height in jumping. Being short is no good when you're trying to jump. Very nice shot. Let's see what happens with this one ball, and it is going to come out off that end rail and leave Truman a shot. So let's see what he does with the rest of this rack. So here's problem number 1. Sorry for the connection again, went down momentarily. I think all of you out there are going to have to, I don't know exactly what happens on your end when this occurs. Maybe you have to just hit the refresh button to refresh your screen for a minute when the broadcast goes down because of the internet connection. And hopefully I can keep this coming back on until Daniel can get done. Oh, looks like Tang Ho is in the house playing Johnny Kang. Anyway, bear with us, folks. We're trying to get this worked out. Truman's having a rough time here with getting his next shot set up, however. Gonna play safe, bring the cue ball. It went a little further than he would have liked. Steve Chaplin can definitely see the 7. And a safety by Steve. And for those of you coming back into the room and what have you, again, we apologize. Bear with us until Daniel gets done with this match. I really don't want to go through the reboot and bring the whole thing right down. We are having some technical issues with the internet. It seems to be cutting out, and you'll need to refresh your screens. I'm bringing it back up. It's allowing me to do that very rapidly. But it probably will be messing with your overall view on the end there. And again, sorry about that, everyone. We're at the mercy of the internet sometimes, so. Nice shot on that 7 by Steve. Well, he's going to have to come with a little work on this unless he wants to play safe. Hello in the chat room to KC Pool Guy. You were in earlier. Welcome back. Steve was in my line of view, so I couldn't see. He did indeed pocket that. He slid that. He just, boy, what a nice shot that was. Slid that 8 ball right into the corner. And wow. And shape. So KC Pool Guy, you're telling us that you're Don. Don who? Okay, Steve Chaplin takes this down. And that would be in a score of 4-1 over Truman, which this puts Truman out. Thank you, Don, for that response. All right. We will figure out who's coming up next on the stream, and it looks like Daniel is done with his match. I'm sure hope that he runs back here so that I could get him to reboot this thing and bring it all back up for you. So see if we can figure out the connection problems here. It does look like he's making his way up here. I'll try to hurry him up. Stay tuned, and we'll be bringing you more action. Stand by.